Hey guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking today about reasons why you should not get pierced. I know, shocking, considering the fact that I have a bunch of piercings. But when it comes to piercings, you should really be doing them because you enjoy them, because you love them, and not for a variety of other reasons that may present themselves, which I'm gonna get into. I have 10 right here. This isn't like a top 10 list or anything like that, but I just like round even numbers. So I wanted to come up with 10 reasons why you shouldn't get pierced. Now this video idea actually came from someone who has commented several times on my videos with this comment. I will block out their username. Trying to convince your significant other to get a piercing is crappy. Don't do that. If they don't want to get it, that's it. Up to them. So a comment like this got me thinking, what are some reasons why you shouldn't get pierced? So that is what I'm here to present today. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me, you may have more to add to the list, which you should leave below in the comments. So the first one is, you should not get pierced just because your significant other wants you to. It's your body. Do with it whatever you want. If you want a piercing, then yes, go for it. But if you're only getting it because your significant other wants it on you or likes piercings or thinks you would look good with it, that's not a good reason to get it done. Remember, just because you can take your piercing out if you no longer like it, there could be a scar that's left behind. So just because your significant other thinks it would look good on you, it's not a good reason to get one done. Another reason why you shouldn't get one done is because all of your friends have them and you want to fit in and be cool. Again, if you don't really like them yourself and are only getting it done because everyone else seems to be getting it done, that's not a good reason. At the end of the day, only get a piercing if you yourself want one. Another reason not to get a piercing is because you're bored. Go take a nap, read a book, go for a walk. There are a lot of other things that you could be doing to cure boredom than shoving a needle through you. Same with tattoos. Don't get one just because you're bored. You're out walking along with your friends, you walk across a tattoo shop and like, hey, let's go get a tattoo. Why? I'm kind of bored. I mean, what else is there to do? It's a lot more you could be doing than making something permanent on your body without thought. So even though I am a huge proponent of tattoos and piercings, if you're using the excuse, I'm bored, it's not a good reason to get either done. On the opposite end of that is you're feeling impulsive or you're feeling in the moment, a spur of the moment decision that has not had a lot of research done beforehand. Those are not reasons to get a piercing. You're feeling that need. You wake up one day and you're like, I'm gonna get blah 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 piercing. Well, have you done any research about it first? No? Probably should do that. Calm down on the impulsiveness, because again, even though you could eventually take a piercing out, it does leave behind a scar of some kind. It can diminish over time, I will say that. But just because you're feeling the heat of the moment and you're like, yeah, let's go do this, not really a good reason to do that. Now, I'll admit, some of my piercings have been, I don't want to say impulsive piercings because I do have a pretty extensive knowledge of piercings. I also tend to research a piercing before I end up deciding to get it done, even if it is an impulsive one. So even if it's impulsive the day of, I already know what to expect from it because I've been thinking about it for a while. But if you have done no research whatsoever and you're just out and about with your friends and you're bored and then all of a sudden you get hit with the impulsive bug, probably calm it down. At least go to the food court and like research the piercing before you take that impulsivity to the next level. You also shouldn't get a piercing if it doesn't mesh with your lifestyle. Like if you cannot work in all the aftercare, all the time that it takes to care for a brand new piercing, probably not a good fit for you. You will most likely wind up with infections or anything of that nature and end up taking it out and then you've just wasted like 50 bucks. So if it doesn't mesh with what is going on in your life at the moment, especially if you're about to go travel, if it's the summertime and you're gonna go to the beach and you know you're gonna get in the water, probably not the best time to get a piercing done. Winter, I swear, is like the best time to get anything done because you get to wear baggy clothes, no one's gonna be seeing it for a while, it's not gonna look all red and swollen. Winter's just the best time to get everything done. If it is not meshing, if it's not working well with what you have going on at the moment, probably not the time to get a piercing. If you find that you cannot dedicate morning and night portions of your routine to taking care of your piercing, don't get it done. Also keep in mind, piercings take months to heal. If you're not willing to be patient and dedicate that time for however long it takes to heal a piercing, don't get one. You shouldn't get a piercing if you're feeling rebellious. Now, I know that's the opposite of what pretty much every teen movie has ever taught us. You know, if you're feeling rebellious, the first thing you should do to stick it to whoever you're being rebellious against is to get a piercing and a tattoo, because that's gonna show them. Not really. So I understand wanting to break out of your cocoon and become someone different. But if you're just doing it to stick it to someone, not a good enough reason. Because then you're gonna look back on that and be like, wow, I could have stuck it to them so many other ways instead of shoving a needle through my body. Find other ways to be rebellious. I'm not going to give any because I am not promoting that whatsoever. But piercings are not the way to go, nor are tattoos. Kind of going along with the rebellious component, don't do it for shock value. There have been so many videos on YouTube where people are like, I got blah, blah, blah piercings, friend's reaction. If you're seriously going for a shock value, just to see people's reactions, get out. So stupid. It can be funny at the time, but remember, even if you decide to take it out, there's gonna be a little scar. Yes, you can do things to minimize that scarring, but it's gonna be there initially. So for anyone that says piercings aren't permanent, they kind of are. They leave behind a little piece of them when they go. Which rolls over into the next one. Don't get a piercing for content. You're sitting there going like, what can I do to get, you know, people rolling in? What's something that really grabs them? Piercings? If you're doing it for content's sake, not a good reason. If you genuinely love body modifications, piercings, tattoos, then yes, you can do it. My channel content is primarily tattoos and piercings. Do I get them though for content? No, I just genuinely enjoy them and want to share them with everyone. So unless you want to show your love for body mods, don't get it just to be like, what video can I do next? Or what Instagram post can I do next? Unless you actually love it, don't do it. Another reason not to get a piercing is because someone you know or even yourself wants to practice. Oof. No, not good. Yeah, there are a lot of people that will do bedroom piercings and they'll be like, oh, I've never had a problem. You got lucky. Just because so-and-so wants to practice piercing something, or you yourself are like, I'm thinking about doing this. Let me just do it myself. Not a good reason. Not a good reason. Unless you're going through the process of becoming a professional piercer and you're going through the whole apprenticeship thing, no. Only at that time is something considered practicing. If that is going to be your career path, then fine. But if you and your friend are like ordering a kit off of Amazon and you're in your bathroom at your mother's house and you're like, let's do this, let's practice, let's see if I can get it right, not a good reason at all. Which leads me to my final reason why you shouldn't get a piercing. Because you can't afford it. Going to a professional piercer does cost money. I know, believe me, I get it. Pretty much all of my piercings have been minimum of $50. I get it. I get the need for wanting a piercing, but then not being able to afford it. So you save up so that it's done correctly, so that you don't go back to reason number 9 of your friend wanting to practice and you're like, well, I want a piercing, but I can't afford it, so let's go with that. Just don't. If you can't afford it, save up for it. Find ways to make that money so that you can go get it correctly done by a professional, not in your bathroom of your mother's house. Now I know that these reasons may seem kind of petty, but really think about it. If you are not feeling it in your heart, in your soul, in your gut that you love piercings, don't get them for any other reason other than you truly enjoy them. You love how they look on you. You love what they complement with your facial structure or with your body, depending on what you're getting done. You shouldn't get it for any other reason other than yourself. If you're getting it for someone else or you're getting it because someone convinced you to do it, those aren't good reasons. You need to love it because, once again, even though you can take piercings out, they kind of leave a little bit of a piece behind. But since getting that comment numerous times for that one user, I'm just like, no. I feel bad for your girlfriend because you're trying to convince her to do something she clearly doesn't want. So those are just my 10 reasons why someone shouldn't get pierced. If you have any others to add to the list, leave them in the comments below. I'm sure we've all partake in something on this list at one point. For me, my first piercing was a more rebellious one because I had just come away from a lifestyle that I was feeling wasn't really me, and I wanted to do something that was like opposite. And then that's when I got my piercings. When I got my nose piercing, when I got my belly button piercing, RIP. I was rebelling against who I used to be or who I thought I was. And then I was like, maybe I should try this. And luckily for me, it worked out. Doesn't always work out for people. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect. Believe me, I definitely have done or thought about things on this list. Some of my piercings have been impulsive, but again, I did research prior and was thinking about it already. It just happened that I was out one day, wasn't planning to get a piercing, and I was like, you know what? The line is short. Let's go get one. So I'm not bashing anyone that has gotten a piercing because of these reasons. Just saying they're not good reasons to get them done. Only get a piercing because you love it. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Go down there and hit that subscribe button wherever it may be, because I don't know. Even though I do, this is just my shtick now. Also hit that notification bell in case you want to know when I upload, and in case YouTube wants to let you know when I upload, because I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys.